Up to this point, we've been looking at batteries that are discharged, and we've been distinguishing between cells that are simply discharged or dead cells. Now let's look at a battery that's fully charged, or so it claims to be, judging by the voltage, and let's see if we can find the dead cell there. We received this battery from a customer, and he asked us to take a look at it. Recently, we've seen some recalls with this particular type of battery, which is called a 3ET. From a particular manufacturer, and so I wasn't surprised when I saw this. In fact, I could probably guess which cell was bad. But for this video, let's just start from the beginning here. So you're analyzing your battery. You see you have 12.69 volts. Man, that doesn't show up on camera well at all. 12.7 volts there. Okay, so you think, my battery's good. But then you go to crank your battery, and nothing happens. Barely turns over. And it has maybe 20 CCA. Not gonna start your tractor, which is what this was coming out of. 2 of these. So, you got a problem, but what is the problem? How come my battery looks fully charged? So you start, take your hydrometer, and look at the first cell, say, hey, all the balls are floating. That's a good sign. Healthy cell, fully charged. Okay, we'll do the same here. Healthy cell, fully charged. Now I could go through 5 of these 6 cells, and I could show you all balls floating, healthy cell, fully charged. But for whatever reason, this particular battery from this particular manufacturer, on this last shipment we received, almost every battery, a cell directly next to the negative terminal has been bad. Now you notice these are falling slowly, and I said in previous videos that it's going to fall fast if you have a dead cell. Well, I guess it's a little bit relative. On a battery that's totally discharged, it's going to fall fast compared to the other balls on the other cells that fall slow. Well, on this one, the other balls don't fall at all, so it still falls fast by comparison, even though we know it's really just falling slow. So if you have a battery that looks like it has good voltage, maybe you can't quite get it up to 12.85 or 13, but you can get it up to 12.65, which sounds good. You think you'd have good power, but you don't. Look at the cells. And if you find one cell, or maybe 2 cells, that are drastically different from the rest of them, because all these cells should charge at the same rate. If you find a cell that is noticeably different from the other cells, you have a weak cell at least, and possibly a bad cell. The cells should all be the same charged, whether they're half charged, fully discharged, fully charged. They should all be at the same level. So here we can see what the problem is with the battery, with a bad cell, despite the full looking voltage. Normally when you have a battery that has a bad cell, you have about 10 to 10.5 volts in the battery when you read the voltage. And that's because each one of these is approximately 2 volts. When it's fully charged, it might be a little bit more. So it's definitely odd that we're seeing 12.65. I don't have a way to tell if this cell is reading, 2.5. Maybe they're all reading 2.5, and that's why they're covering for this one, which is nothing. Or maybe they're all pretty normal, and this one's holding partial voltage. I have no way to test that. I just have the 2 terminals here. Hopefully this helps someone as they're looking at their tractor batteries, trying to figure out what's going on, or if they're going to be good for another season. Let me know in the comments if you're running this kind of battery in any of your equipment. I'm always excited to learn more about tractors. So let me know what you're running these in. Thanks for watching.